welcome back, everybody, to the Cypress Sports Show. I'm Jeff Russell here with Coach Slevcove. Coach, how you doing?
Hanging in there. Springtime. It's always a great time.
Yeah, it's nice weather, being outdoors. Coach, it's been a busy spring season. We're almost done with it. We're going to get our update here. We're going to have some guests on. Is there anything going on in the spring, maybe the athletes of the year we want to share?
Absolutely. This time of year, we get to select our athletic department, select athletes of the year and scholar athletes of the year. So we've had a lot of terrific athletes to choose from and select. And we're proud to announce our athletes of the year last week on social media and in front of the student body at our sports rally. These guys will be honored as well at a district celebration in a couple weeks over at Kennedy's Performing Arts Center. So congratulations go out to Justin Singer, our male athlete. We've talked a lot about him over the course of the year and his tremendous runs in cross country and track. Female athletes, Anaya League, we had her on the show. She's just had a tremendous career and senior year in soccer and in track. League finals coming up for her this week. Male Scholar Athlete of the Year, George Ayalome. Terrific senior year of football, all CIF player. His GPA is incredible. The amount of AP classes that he's excelled in is phenomenal. And then our female Scholar Athlete, Lana Robinson, on our cheer team, Spirit Squad, and competitive cheer team, where she's won 2 CIF championships, and she's being recognized all over the community as well. So 4.0 student, we have some great recognition, some great athletes this year, like every year.
Yeah, totally. We have so much to be proud of here at Cypress. Kids are doing a great job coming back from all the adversity in the last years, and it's been tremendous to watch them grow, and congratulations to those athletes. We got some more great stuff today. Today we're going to welcome our head softball coach, Kevin Dole. We're going to welcome 2 players, Alexa Meraz and Natalie Wilson, to the program. But first, before we get that, of course, we got to get the spring update as we move into the playoffs. Slev, what do we got?
Yeah, let's go through the rundown here. Baseball, our team opened up league 7-0, but we've lost the last 2 games. Pacifica on Friday, 2-1, and then to Tustin on Tuesday, 6-3. So it comes down to the final game of the year against Tustin. They're 6-3 as well. Pacifica's 6-3. So if we win, we're outright league champions. If not, the likely scenario is 3 teams will be 7-3. Softball, girls have lost close games to Kennedy and Pacifica over the last week. 2 teams ahead of us in the standings. We're sitting at 5-4 in league. Our final game is versus Tustin on Thursday to secure 3rd place before the playoffs. Boys volleyball, 10-0 league champs. Again, congratulations to the boys team. They opened up the CIF Division II playoffs versus Foothill on Thursday at 4:30. Foothill's a team we played a couple weeks ago. We lost to them 3-1, but hopefully we learned from our mistakes in that game and we can come back and get a victory. Boys golf had an epic match against Valencia on Monday down at the Navy course, in which we won 195-197. 2-shot win to take the outright lead in league play with 1 match to go on Thursday against Kennedy at Meadowlark for a league title before league finals start next week at Los Serranos out in Chino Hills. Boys tennis finished up league play 6-4, lost a close match to league champion Valencia 10-8 on Monday, and the boys got league finals on Thursday and Friday this week at the Seal Beach Tennis Center. Track and field league prelims were last Thursday, and league finals are this Thursday at Valencia. Individuals qualify for CIF in their league finals performances. League champions and all the events automatically qualify to CIF. And league finals also has a bearing on the overall league champion for teams. So a good showing for us is crucial on both the boys and girls side, because both the boys and girls went 5-0 in league. So if we perform well, hopefully we can get a couple league championships as a team. Swim league finals are yesterday when you see this episode. So we don't know the results right now as we record, But we'll know tomorrow if our athletes made CIF and if our girls can pull off a league championship after going 5-0 in the dual meets. And then badminton, last league match of the year is today, Wednesday versus Loera, before league finals next week.
Well, hey, we are winding down the school year, but totally heating up as we get into the playoffs. Today, we welcome head coach Kevin Dole with players Alexa Meraz and Natalie Wilson to the program. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Hey, thank you very much for having us. Pleasure to be here.
Coach Dole, you've been the head coach now for 5 years, got 73 wins, a league championship, and a CIF championship as well. What do you like most about coaching the sport of softball?
Well, the best thing about coaching softball is obviously the wonderful student athletes that you get to coach. And it's just very rewarding to see them have success in the classroom and on the field. And it's very rewarding when they get to go to college and play at the next higher level. And, you know, we play in Division I, CIF Southern Section. So we're playing at the highest level of high school softball in the country. So it's the competition is amazing and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, some would say Division I softball in Orange County is the best softball in the universe, let alone the state or the area.
I've heard
and
that.
our league is certainly very good, especially at the top, right? Pacifica's perennial top 10, top 5 team in the county. Kennedy, it doesn't seem whatever happens over at Kennedy, they end up being at the top of the league every single year. How does competing in the Empire League help prepare us for the playoffs?
You know, obviously the Empire League is highly competitive and there's a lot of talent in the Empire League. Pacifica is a softball factory, always has been. Kennedy has had a renaissance per se this year. They've really kind of gotten back to what they were before. We had pretty much beat them for 3 straight years, and then they got some good talent over there and a new coach who seems to be turning it around. And then even the other teams in the league are much improved. Tustin is a lot better this year than they have been in previous years. Korean Lutheran is definitely a school that's on the rise. They've just been prone to some injuries this year. And then Valencia always seems to, you know, sneak in there and, you know, give you some good competition, some good games. So all in all, you know, there's, you know, no slouches per se in the league. So it really does prepare you for CIF, because when you get to CIF, every team is good and every team has the potential to win it all.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And in order for us to have a great season, we're going to have some great players. We got a couple of those great players here today. Alexa, you heard it from Coach, right? We're in a competitive league. We got great, you know, teams in the playoffs. You're batting right now about, I think it's 391. You got 4 home runs. Stepping into the batter's box when you're facing those tough pitchers, what kind of approach do you take when you step in the batter's box? And are there certain things that you're keying on from the pitcher to help you be successful?
Well, first thing I do before I get into the batter's box is when I'm in the on-deck circle, I get my timing down. I watch the pitcher. I look at her spin. I see what she's throwing before I get in there, see what my teammates are getting. And I just always have a lot of confidence going into the box. I don't think too much like, oh, like I don't want to strike out. I always think like I want to put the ball in play. I have my plan. I'm going to swing out a good pitch. And then I try not to get like 2 strikes on me. I try to like swing early in the count. Not afraid to swing at the first pitch. I do that a lot. So I have a lot of confidence, and I know I'm going to get on and I can help my team score early in the game.
That's impressive. Preparation, having a plan, taking a lot of at bats before you ever get into the box. That's very impressive. You're also the captain of the team, and it seems like you're a very mature player, always prepared out there. And as captain of the team, are you more of a vocal leader, a leader by example, and how important and how do you help a teammate that's struggling?
I'd say I'm more like vocal, because I love, like, I'm always like in the front of the dugout, always telling everyone like, you know, get on the fence, let's go, like we got to score this inning. I love hyping everyone up. I always play music before the game, you know, like I'm like, come on guys, let's get hyped. And I say I'm also like a leader on the field too, you know. Yesterday when we played Pacifica, I was making really good plays. I was firing up my team. I was getting good hits. So I think just showing by example and by like being very vocal is really important to me. And yeah.
Yeah, you are a very hard worker. Like you said, you're out on the field. You're doing a lot of things to help. You always look very focused in everything you do as well, batting or just going out into the field to play. Have you always been that kind of a spark plug type player? Or is this something that you've maybe learned over the years and kind of developed into that kind of player?
I think over the years, I've developed into that type of player. I mean, I've been playing softball since I was 4. And as I got older, the coaching got tougher. And I think that's what like I needed for like me as a player was a tough coach. And that makes you stronger. So coming into high school, I was playing for some of the best coaches in the country. And I think like being here at Cypress, it was all about having fun, but also about like the coaching was very well. So I was very confident and I like knew everything in my head that I needed to do. And I just let it all out on the field, what I've learned in my past. And then I was teaching like a lot of people that maybe haven't had really hard coaching, especially like playing on JV freshman year, then getting brought up for CIF. I was just showing by example. And, you know, being a freshman on varsity, I was learning a lot by my teammates like Sammy Diaz and Maddie Wilson. And I think watching those people going into my sophomore year on varsity, I just carried that through.
And now you're the senior, and everyone looks up to you as captain, and they're learning the ways and the ropes from you. Well, let's bring in Maddie's younger sister, Natalie, senior outfielder for our team. Great outfielder. Seems like every time we're out there, we see Natalie running to go catch a ball, sliding or diving to go get a ball. Pretty impressive. Leading the team in putouts, one of our better outfielders. Natalie, how much pride do you take in your defense, and how important is your defense to the team?
I think our defense is extremely important, especially in games where we can't hit as well as we should be able to, you know. And I think communication is really important between the defense, especially infield and outfield, like between each other. I think it's really important to communicate on who gets what ball and where the ball goes, and that determines a lot of like the runners on the other team, like where they stay. And I think we've held a lot of runs communicating between the defense. So I think that's something we're really strong at.
Well, Nat, in softball, much like baseball, you know, especially at the plate, we fail more than we succeed, right? A really good average is still not even, you know, 700 batting average would be unbelievable, right? We're 300, we're 400, we're 500. So we have a lot of failures in there. We've all had bad at bats. We've all had, you know, times in the field when we've made an error. But I think it's how we look at that adversity, right? How we react to that adversity, which makes us who we are. So how do you bounce back and react to the adversity after a tough play or a tough at bat?
Bouncing back is definitely really important. I think that yourself is really where it starts, because you can see the reaction of like everybody else, maybe the parents or, you know, your own teammates that kind of are upset, and you have to pick yourself up. I mean, I have great teammates, luckily, so I have teammates that, you know, pick you up too, but yourself, I think, is really where it starts, and like in your head. I have a problem getting in my head sometimes. You know, if I make an error, I'm like, oh no, but it's really important to bounce back and really move on from that. And I think like having good teammates really helped me, and I know they've helped some of my other teammates, of like we support each other, and that's like really a goal of ours.
Well, you must bounce back pretty quickly. Our coaches call you a positive, energetic motivator out there on the field. It's a long season. You guys put in a lot of work in the fall and in the winter, and then you go through the spring season playing 28 games and traveling to Arizona and playing different tournaments all over the place. How do you maintain that energy and motivation throughout such a long season?
Maintaining it. So from the beginning, it's a little rough because you don't know the players as well. You know, you have to, once again, turn to yourself. And so once you get along the season, you really know your teammates, and you start to have a lot of fun with them. You get to know them better. You have a lot of fun. And I think my teammates really help me stay positive. Once again, they're so supportive, you know. And I think just being a positive person, I think that it helps my teammates, and it just all reflects. It all reflects on yourself and your teammates as a positive outlook.
Well, very cool. You guys are doing awesome. Right now, we got some rapid fire questions. So, at this point in the show, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Don't overthink them. They're meant to be fun. Whatever comes to your head, just rattle it off. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. First question. Let's get right to it. We've all been to the softball games. Man, there are so many cheers going on in that softball dugout. It's crazy. First off, how many cheers do we got? Do we even have a number?
All right. No, we like make up cheers as like the game goes on. So like yesterday during Pacifica, we would just like one of our teammates was up. We'd think of like a word that rhymes and then we would just like say it. And we do a lot of like clapping and like banging on the fence. So honestly, we just think of these as the game goes on. It's not like a specific number because like it's like infinite pretty much.
I think it's really fun when we make up our own cheers because we just will clap and start a beat and then just, say what goes into it. And I think that's what makes it really fun is we just make our own.
So who picks them out? And who's the loudest cheerer on the team?
Okay, I think it's definitely a tie between me and Natalie because we're both so loud. Like Natalie will be on top of the bench, like up against the ceiling, and then I'm right below her, and I'm always in the front, like right in the opening of the dugout screaming, and Natalie's like carrying the voice from the whole dugout. So I think it's a tiebreaker between me and Natalie.
I would have to agree. I also would say Vise, who's at the very front of the dugout. She's also really loud, echoing what we say.
Very
All right,
loud.
Brett, I'm going to put you guys – this was totally off. This wasn't part of it. I'm going to put you guys in a pressure situation. Since you both said you're the two, Coach Dole's at the plate. I need a cheer. What do we got for Coach Dole right now? Don't strike out. Put it in play, Dole. Anything? All right, we'll move on. Too much pressure. All right, other than you guys, who's got the coolest style on the team?
I'd say Maylene Ramirez. Maylene, very confident player. Love her style. She got brought up recently from JV, and she fits in so well with the team. She's a very nice girl. Very, very good player. Really good hard worker.
I would say Maddie has a lot of swag when she walks, and she has a lot of confidence. And I think she brings a lot to the team in style and the way that she plays.
So what's the most memorable moment you've had in softball?
My most memorable moment, probably last year, junior year. We started season late, but that was probably my favorite year of high school. We bounced back in league. We beat Pacifica last year. We never gave up on any game, and I think that was just the best feeling was, having a team behind your back that you knew we would never give up on any single game. I did very well that year. That was probably my best year of softball all around as a player. And yeah, last year.
I think the most memorable moment was probably either our JV season when we beat Los Al in the Los Al tournament. That was pretty memorable. Or last year when we beat Pacifica. I think that was definitely memorable, really exciting.
In just a couple words, what message would you give the team and younger players as you leave as a senior?
Play your heart out. That's all you can do at this point. Just play your heart out. Don't put pressure on yourself and just have a good time because high school goes by in the blink of an eye. So live it up while you can.
I think don't put pressure on yourself is a big one personally, and just have fun.
All right, favorite ice cream flavor. What do you got?
Cookies and cream. I didn't have to think about that one.
I like cotton candy. Some sweet.
Solid. Do you have a favorite song to listen to before the game?
I'd say my walk-up song, which is All Right by Kendrick Lamar. I don't even care what mood I'm in. When I put that song on, I'm going 10 for 10.
I like to listen to Man Eater by Nelly, I think it is. Me and my friends all listen to it on the way to a game.
Very cool. So the game's on the line. You're going to slide into home plate. Head first, feet first for the game-winning slide. What do you got?
head first. Got to make it more dramatic. Looks better in photos. We get a lot of photos taken of us while we're on the field, so definitely head first. All the dirt's everywhere. You can't even see your face.
I would personally say feet first just because I don't want to get hurt, and that catcher has a lot of gear on her, and I don't want to break my neck.
Smart. Who has more bling, Coach Dole in his helmet or any rapper you can name?
Definitely Coach Dole, aka Justin Timberlake. I don't think anyone can compete with that. So
I would have to agree. Definitely Dole.
Oh, very good. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks to Coach Dole, Meraz, Natalie Wilson for being with us today. We're going to be back next week with more updates, player interviews. Don't forget to share this on your social media. Tag us. Get out this week. Watch the CIF volleyball match. Support the boys. And we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.